Hi, everybody. This is Chris here. Just wanted to say at the top of the episode, thank you to our Patreon folks, which I'm going to do right now. You've heard it a million times. Well, not a million. It's been like 22 times, I think, something like that. Now that we've done this, maybe 21, somewhere around there. Let's knock it out of the park as we start with Taylor. We go to Drowrin. We go to Miles. We go to Randy. We go to Yam. We go to Colby. We go to Thomas. We go to Randy G, Laszlo, Hovo, H-O-V-O, and lastly, Jeremy. Thank you all for your continued support. We really do appreciate it. And as always, if you're interested in helping us out, check out the show notes. There's a link to the Patreon and a bunch of other cool podcasts as well in the Delta Green sphere. I think that's a good way of putting it. So, yeah, that's what we got. Hope you guys enjoy this next episode. Later. You guys are sitting in a Burger King in Brooklyn, about 9:05. Big, overweight Southern guy just walked out. Left you guys a Burger King double meal with some fries and a note, a little envelope that says Blister 2.
Nice.
You all are sitting around the table. I don't know if you've met each other yet. I know, so I don't think this is everybody's, like, I think this might be your first mission together, is kind of what I was envisioning.
Yeah.
And so you all are 4 individuals sitting around a Burger King table. Nobody else is here. Just a bunch of shitty punk teenagers making sure everything's clean in the back. What do you guys do?
I think Agent Sparrow would be absorbing the information on the file, so she wouldn't be like into pleasantries quite unless someone else started it, because she's not like completely like void of charisma whatsoever, but she is like get job done oriented. So she'd probably be like poring over the files unless someone started talking.
Okay, and you have questions about the files, right?
I have things to point out that are relevant in the files.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so what I've discerned from the files, from the information given, all 3 of the addresses are in the same zip code, so they are very close together in spatial, according to Brooklyn, because Brooklyn's very large. So they are close together. And from what I can discern, they are about a month apart each time, and each time it's getting earlier and earlier in the day.
Oh, okay.
Those are things I've discerned from the files.
Okay.
Facts. Refute me. No, I'm joking.
And is that the thing you wanted to ask, or is that just a comment?
Those are the comments that I've discerned from the files that I've read through them.
Yeah.
So,
Excellent.
Angus, Agent Zeppelin is gonna take the cheeseburger and start to eat it.
Nice.
And
Carnivore? No, I'm just joking.
yes.
Do you leave us any onion rings in there?
Let's roll. Let's roll the luck.
Do it.
To see if there's any.
He's asking.
Well, there'll be Scraggler, so I got to see you. There is. There's a couple Scraggler onion rings that are.
Hey, let me get one of those. Let
And
me
he
get it.
passes the bag. Yeah.
Take it around. Love these things.
So with that info, Agent Zeppelin's just going to pull out his phone and do like a directions on Google Maps and see how close the addresses are.
Sure, yeah. So you Google it.
And do they make any sort of triangle?
A triangle, you say? They kind of do. As you look at them,
like a triangle that's leading up to more information triangle, like could be a pentagram triangle.
So no,
let's make a map. Let's hit the other 2 points of the pentagram.
You see that. I will say they gave you like the Gertzen mansion, the Gerritsen mansion as well. I'm gonna keep calling it the Gertzen. That's not. It's the Gerritsen mansion.
We all pronounce it.
I would say Gherkin.
You see that the Cohen abduction is kind of the northwest area of this area. And I will say, from your astute thing, I just grabbed a zip code from Brooklyn and put it all on there as the 3. They don't give me zip codes. I just put it in there.
That's okay. Well, it also said WA is in Washington, and Washington doesn't start with any zip codes that start with 11.
So.
Just, USPS knowledge.
Okay. Yeah. There's a WA?
WA. The addresses had WA. They're not like NY.
Well, all the that might be me.
It's okay. I figured it was that.
Yeah. So the Cohen abduction was like northwest, kind of over by the industrial area. The Elders abduction is northeast of that. And then the Strouch abduction is very, very close to where the Garrettson Manor is. So it's like the Strouch would be the bottom of the triangle, and the other 2 are kind of up to create that.
Okay.
So they're not necessarily pointing towards the Garrettson Mansion, but they are kind of in the surrounding areas.
Why did you bring up the Garrettson Mansion? You guys know anything about this?
No, but I mean,
That seems weird.
Agent Sparrow would probably be on her phone trying to Google more information about it.
Do any of us know about it?
If you guys look up the mansion, which I'm assuming you probably all will.
Yeah, I definitely would pull out a phone and start.
You will find that the Garrettson Mansion is a federal style. It's basically located in 124 Buckingham Road in Flatbush, Brooklyn. It was constructed in 1843 and then was renovated in 1924.
Sorry, say that again.
It was originally constructed in 1843 and it was renovated in 1924. So if everybody wants to give me maybe a search roll, see if anybody crits to get a little bit more information. Or what's everyone's score, I should say?
In search, 60.
60.
Okay, cool. So you guys are going to know this base info. Go ahead and roll to see if you crit to see if you're going to find anything extra.
Nope, no crit. I did pass, though, if that matters.
You're going to get it no matter what.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Hey, that's really good.
000, that's 100, right?
That is. That's a critical fail.
Oh, sweet.
You forget.
You're sticking a French fry up your nose.
Yeah.
Save it for later.
I got a D10 somewhere in this bitch. No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you go through, and you find that, it was renovated in 1924. All you really find is that information. It was built when this was a kind of a farmland area, and it was inherited by Gunther Garrettson in 1926. You can find that it was sold in 1945 to the Devant family. And once again, it was sold in 1951 to the Eder Education Company, and it was used as a remedial school. So it was a place kids went to school at.
It was sold to the Devant family
in 1945. And then they sold it in 1951 to the Eder Education Company. Eder, E-D-D-E-R. In 1974, it was condemned and gifted to the city and used as a halfway house for the mentally ill. And the most recent things that you find is that in 2002, a development company bought it to develop condominiums. And so...
that shit's haunted. I mean, logically speaking, it's not, but so it could be.
They meant to nuke and pave, or like they were
no,
they're
going to rebuild it. And if you look it up now, you see that the project is still ongoing.
Oh, they're still
17 years later.
Condos?
Like, well, yeah, they had to get permits and everything, and they probably sat on it for a little bit. But, they bought it in 2002, and then recently, within the past like 2 or 3 years, they've actively started developing and like doing condominiums on there. So whether hard times fell, you think maybe during the recession they kind of didn't want to do anything, and then now that things have picked up, maybe they finally got permits and everything. But construction's basically 2 years ago. Is where things have been going on. Gotcha. So they've started rebuilding it. So it is an active construction site at this day. So you do know there are people there actively all the time, you would assume.
Yeah. Wait, I'm getting my years wrong. It's 2019 right now.
Yes.
It's 17 years construction?
No, the construction started about 2 years ago. So they've had the piece of land. They just haven't done any with it.
Why did I write 2002?
That's when they bought it.
Oh. So
they sat on it for 17 years.
Okay.
Now, that's where you don't know you don't know the reason behind it, but you could probably infer the economy kind of collapsed at one point during then.
2008 makes sense.
Yeah, and then by that time, going through permits and everything as well, that's going to add time on. You don't know if there was additional like redesigns and things like that. So
okay. So all these disappearances, I'm like looking through this, all about 1 month apart.
Yes,
right.
That's what you find. I believe the
first.
first.
Say you guys start there. Interview some of the parents.
The first child was taken in
looks like March 6th.
March, and then April, and the most recent one was about
March 6th,
2 or 3 weeks ago.
April 5th, and then May 4th.
Yeah, so 20 days ago. So
were we given any sort of cover?
You weren't. So that's what I figured you guys want to talk about, is how do you want to approach this? We can say in the bag there's FBI badges, whatever kind of badges you guys want to approach this with, I'm fine, but I didn't know how you guys wanted to spin this this tale you weave.
Right.
I'm fine saying FBI. Maybe you guys got called in.
Disappearances.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Do we have any way to contact Delta Green? Like, I mean, we can go to the green box and see if there's.
You were given a phone number with a code.
With the code?
You could call that phone number and put the code in and see what happens.
I guess I speak up here and just be like, because we're talking about how we're going to operate in our alias, and I'll just be like, we should introduce ourselves. That'll help.
I
just like munching on fries, not looking at anyone. And I just say, Blaze, what's your credentials?
What's your credentials?
Dude, what's your credentials?
Yeah.
Really got me. So you see Agent Zeppelin. He's kind of a normal looking, maybe a little bit frumpier guy in his late 40s, almost early 50s, and he's got a big stash.
Nice. Like Sam Elliott style?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
And that's the only sort of like discerning feature. And he's like, they call me Zeppelin. Agent Zeppelin.
Because you're full of gas.
When he farts.
Son, let me tell you, you're about 3 times my size, but if I was 30 years younger, I'd whoop your ass.
Okay, so hot-headed. Got it. How about you? What keeps you busy?
Just call me Macklin. We'll keep it there for now. Maybe I'll get to know you a little bit. Blaze, is it?
That's right.
You look like a man who knows what he's doing. Thanks.
Days.
Goes back to looking at the files. Like, do we determine which one's the closest?
Where you guys are at? No. I think they're all... We'll say you're kind of in the middle of them all to make it easier.
They kind of looks at the files like, all right, man, what about you?
You can call me Agent Sparrow. I am a physician. This is not my first rodeo with Delta Green, but the first one I did was completely explainable by logical means, so I'm not convinced this is anything.
Okay, so I'm the only normal sounding one here. We got Zeppelin, Sparrow, and Blaze. Okay, great. So I guess I'll talk to the families, I suppose.
Agreed.
I'm having a really hard time with Blaze because I just keep thinking of Blaze, you dead homie, and like that's all that's in my head.
What's that?
It's an ICP rapper.
Okay. Oh, great. Really starting off terrible here.
I'm just imagining Jack Reacher, and it works perfect.
Nice. Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, is Jack Reacher the John Krasinski one or the Tom Cruise one?
John
it's
Krasinski. I thought. Yeah.
No, so it was the Tom Cruise, but then the Tom Cruise was not based off of the actual character.
Yeah, it did
the
go
one on
off.
Amazon is the more representative
Google
of
that.
Jack Reacher.
Okay.
He's like basically the size of this room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
He's
Okay.
a monster
He's a
of a human
massive
being.
dude.
Like the mountain from
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, like imagine like maybe like 2 feet shorter.
Yeah.
But
Love
like still just
Damn. All right.
yoked
Yeah,
as fuck.
Kind of squints his eyes, like
Yeah,
doesn't
okay.
really talk much.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Got a
this
Clint
guy.
Eastwood type of.
And he recently got in trouble for being
shit, yeah.
anti-cop or
Oh, yeah,
calling
Yeah,
out
nice,
cops.
yeah.
I did hear
wow,
about that,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
And I might be just totally getting that wrong.
No,
but-
I love it. No,
Just a fucking-
you've helped me realize you're better at that than I am, so I love it.
Wait, which one is the John Krasinski one then?
That's Jack
Jack
Reacher.
Ryan.
Yeah,
Jack Ryan.
it's fucking
Oh
the
my
Jack.
Ryan.
Get a new name, Special
I
Agent.
know it's always Jack. They just like,
Tom, I mean, he's got a lot of books.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of books.
Got a lot of books, Tom Clancy.
he does a ton. He's still writing them somehow.
Yeah. yeah. Busy estate.
Right. All right. So, what you guys you introduce each other.
Hey, you guys ever been to a greenhouse, a green box? What do you call it?
You hear
Check
one of
this
the
out.
you hear someone from down here like, "Oh, guys, we're gonna be closing pretty soon. So if you're done eating, we need to clear the lobby here.
Yeah, it's
so
9 o'clock.
we don't want you to you got to get out of there, man. Like we got to still clean up, and we want to go home."
There's a lot to explain. And then, do you
I
need
forgot it was
anything?
9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So we might not be able to.
All right, check out the green box. And
Check
get
out
our
green
real
box.
start tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
We
I
can
just
also
reply,
check out
like-
the tubes.
I was like, can I get a Frosty or a McFlurry to go, please? Which is both wrong, but I do say both of those things.
So we don't have those. We don't have any.
You got any ice cream?
We already closed down the ice cream machine. I'm sorry. It's 10 o'clock. We're trying to get out of
All
here.
right, I'm out.
Closed down or is it broken?
Did the Burger
Dude,
King? What
I
did
don't think Burger King
have?
has ice cream.
I don't think
Do
they
they?
do.
I don't think they do. Yeah,
I don't think they
it's
do.
wild.
They have they have frost. They have like slushies. I thought like
They have a frozen Coke.
Un-American.
yeah, frozen Coke. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you guys go. You got to drive to Jamaica, Queens.
What is Brooklyn? Let's
fine.
get some ice cream.
They have Sundays at Burger King.
Okay, there you go.
There we go. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
I got one
they've
of
they've already cleaned the machine, so they're not going to make you eat tonight.
I think you need a roll for that. I'm joking. I'm joking.
All right, let's roll. Yeah, no, they're not.
Okay.
So, before I forget, just wanted to bring this up. You said this is May 24, 2019?
Yes.
I, Tyler, was in Brooklyn on this day. Like, I was legitimately in Brooklyn on this day.
What
Burger
the
King?
fuck?
You guys walked past a pasty nerd
Wearing
named Jesus
I was
sandals.
just gonna.
I was
you guys
wearing
got
those
it.
Jesus sandals
Good job,
on that day.
guys.
Were you wearing those big poofy Aladdin pants?
I don't think I brought those.
Were you wearing the shirt that you're currently wearing right now, which is a picture of yourself that says Tyler for president?
No, because I just got this year. So I would have.
That's
But yeah, no,
That
it's-
was your trip to Las
Las
Vegas during your
Vegas,
last
right?
birthday, right?
Yep. That's for my
Yeah,
brother's bachelor party, which was on my birthday.
This is when you bought us the bone dice, then.
Yeah, this one I bought the bone dice. Yes.
Wait, was it phallic bone dice or was it just dice made of bones?
I wish they were boner
camel
dice.
hip bone dice.
Okay.
Whoa,
Yeah.
camel hip bone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never
I
rolled them
want-
because I'm terrified to roll them and break them.
I think I fucking lost mine. I don't know where they are. But
You want mine?
No,
Okay.
I'll find. They'll pop up eventually. I don't know where they are.
I get it.
But anyways, yeah, just thought it was interesting. I legitimately
wild.
was in Brooklyn
That is
on this
kind
day.
of creepy.
That is-
'Cause
yeah,
out
that's
of all the
insane.
days you were in Brooklyn in your life,
Yeah.
this particular
Did
day
you
you
pick
were.
a date for any reason, Chris?
Yes, I made certain choices for dates to
Not deal with COVID.
Accommodate your narrative.
yes.
Yeah.
Like because there's a patterns and I wanted to make sure my patterns were actual dates that made sense. So that was kind of yeah.
Wild. I
Sick.
can't believe that.
Yeah.
So that's I did not know that's when Tyler went though. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's Delta Green for you.
Yeah.
Boop,
Whoa,
doo,
whoa,
doo,
whoa.
doo.
Yeah, fucking wild.
that
So-
does like creep me out though. Misha as a person, that creeps me out. The coincidence is very.
Where did you go
Yeah.
get ice cream while you were there?
I don't think I did. I don't remember what I was
Get
doing
out.
on
Yeah,
this
what'd you do?
on this day because this was the Friday.
High as fuck, probably.
But I know I went back to Brooklyn on the Sunday because there was a food cart, like bunch of food carts, like in like a little expo kind of thing, like just outdoorsy shit.
Yeah, that's where the kid went missing.
Oh, was
He
it?
went missing at like a food court, like a festival.
Yeah.
Oh
A market.
my
Like a-
God.
Every
on
Sunday
May
in
4th.
Brooklyn, there's a food cart thing during the summer.
Tell me what you did that day.
I was eating a hot dog or something.
So you guys go find ice cream. I'm sure there's a late night ice cream place open.
You can get a sandwich at 2 a.m. in Brooklyn. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I don't
you can
think-
get
oh, yeah.
ice cream.
Yeah.
Damn.
And there's probably a bodega you can stop in and get like
Yeah.
a bar.
Vince Vaughn is probably outside a gas station wolfing down like a Monster Energy drink or something. I don't know.
Why Vince Vaughn?
I don't know. That was like the first guy that I thought of that lived in Brooklyn.
Why a
I-
monster?
I'm pretty sure he lives in California. Like he plays D&D with Joe Manganiello.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't know him personally, so you got me there.
I just know because he's like I say, he's like there's photos of him with like Tom Morello playing D&D 5e. I'm like that's the weirdest
Wow.
game.
and
awesome.
the
What?
Big Show.
In the Big Show, yes.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, tell me about it. Those two?
I love hearing about celebrities.
Those
play
two?
D&D.
All right. So, you guys get your ice cream wherever we go. You, one of you, they didn't give you a car. So,
Yeah.
I'm assuming you each have a rent a car of some sorts.
I don't drive.
I think I'm from an area close enough where I did drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say one of you has like a rent a car that everyone can pile into.
Yeah.
Sure.
I have a Cybertruck. No, they weren't out at this point. I don't think.
That'd be sick,
No, I got
though.
a huge ass Humvee. How about that?
That works.
in
Parking
the
it in
city.
Brooklyn.
Safe.
Yeah.
Ooh, rough.
I just like I pay into I
Just a
rough.
45-minute park job. Like,
Yeah.
hold on, guys. It's 3 miles away. I'm
I'm going to let you out and then I'm going to go find a spot to park.
Yeah.
I use 2 spots and then I just like
Fuck yeah.
intimidate someone who tries to tow me. Yeah.
If you pay for 2, I feel like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
probably
I
can.
pay for 2 for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
So you guys get into either this Humvee or another car. I don't know if I don't know if Blaze would want people in there like fucking up the interior. That's where I don't know how he feels about all that.
Is he a neat freak?
Like organization is key.
That's a great. I would say yes.
Like no hair out of place.
Yeah. I would let people in, but I would like make sure you're not eating ice cream like in the car.
Yeah.
You give them like little booties so they don't fuck up your formats.
Little booties. No
Put
booties.
the booty on the ice cream.
Yeah, put these on.
Put these on your shoes.
I can't imagine.
Like you're a maintenance worker at
Not get
someone's
my,
house.
you're not getting my mats dirty. There's a Parisian
Put
leather.
booties on before you get my car.
And you guys drive. We see you guys driving to Jamaica, Queens, where you find a storage company called We Store You. It is, there's a push button code, so you guys can hit the code in to get into there. And you see that there's nobody in sight. There's nobody here. So you guys, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, hit your key in.
Check it out.
And you guys go in. There's a 5-meter fence that surrounds the entire property. It's topped with like barbed wire, pretty standard. You know, if you've been to a storage unit, you know. And you guys find your storage room. It is unit 1191. And you guys pop into that bad boy. You have your code and map, everything, you get into it. And it's about 5 meters square, cement walls. There's a padlock garage. They included the key in the thing. And you enter, open it up, and you see there's just a bunch of shit.
Wow.
Literal poop everywhere.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking.
There's
you got
shit
me.
everywhere.
Have a reoccurring
Mice!
frame.
Goddamn mice everywhere.
Welcome back to the show.
There is a small stone dais of elaborate design
What?
that stands at a slight angle in a Home Depot bucket. And as you look at the dais, it looks like it has been removed with a jackhammer. Like it was like jackhammered out of something. And spray painted on the stone in red paint, it says, "Do not touch."
That's weird.
Wait, there's a dais. It's been broken into,
Like someone like jackhammered it out and then put it inside this bucket. And then they spray painted "Do not." On the stone, it says "Do not touch."
Right.
I'm going to trust the cryptic spray
There is a
paint.
small teakwood lidded box that sits on the dais. So like the stone dais, on top of that, there is a small teakwood box. And that's what you see.
That's not the only thing in here.
No, that's just one thing.
Oh, okay.
There are 14 Chinese-made AK-47s. They're still in crates staffed with Chinese characters. And there are 4 cases of Soviet ammunition.
Oh,
So
Green
20
box gets around.
loaded magazines per case.
nice.
So you have a lot of Chinese AK-47 bullets.
Wow. Yeah, I don't trust
So
that at all.
Soviet bullets,
Yes.
Chinese
Yeah,
AKs.
Soviet
Yes.
bullets.
There is a plastic...
Sino-Soviet arsenal over here.
Huh?
What? Nothing.
What?
There's a plastic metal chest brace with a Glock 19 installed to point inward towards
Wait,
the
say that
chest
again?
of whoever wears it.
That's fucking.
Wait. Say that again?
There is a plastic medical chest brace with a Glock 19 installed to point inward towards the chest of whoever wears it.
That's a
But
very
what is a
soft.
plastic
So, like,
medical chest?
Think of like
brace?
Scoliosis?
scoliosis. So it's like
Wow.
think of like a plastic vest that you
Right.
wear, and there's a
Maybe for
gun.
like spinal alignment.
Yeah, and there's a gun pointed inwards on it.
fixed
Holy moly.
to
Fixed
where
to it
it
to shoot
would
into
shoot
you.
you in
Yes.
your chest.
It's very
Holy
soft.
Yeah.
And there's a
Yeah.
pneumatic push button attachment to operate the trigger.
Ugh.
Inside the chest plate is a long dry, like you can just see like the inside of it is just stained in blood.
Well, we're going to be using that.
That answered my next question. I was going to look into it and see if it's being used.
Yeah.
Holy shnikes.
There is a shrink wrapped bag of $125,000 in U.S. dollars with a stamp that says "Property of the United States Department of State."
I'm going to.
It is covered in yellow grating dust.
How much?
$125,000.
I mean, I think we should cut that open and just get some expense money, maybe like a
Yeah.
grand, just for if we need like hotel fare.
that cocaine,
or
baby.
Whatever.
But it says yellow dust.
Yellow
Well, it's just probably
grating
old.
dust.
Oh, grading dust.
I mean, if
Probably
you
marked
guys-
bills. We probably don't want these.
And And then there is a half of a previously, it's like a handwritten copy. Anybody here have Latin?
No.
Okay, it's something in Latin that you're looking at.
Can I try to roll an anthropology?
Absolutely.
roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Nice call.
What's your score?
70.
Oh, you don't have to roll.
Oh.
You have a cult, right?
Yeah, I have 70 anthropology and 40 occult.
Give me a cult roll too.
Okay. Ooh, 5 under 40.
Perfect. So you don't like you're going through here and you're looking at this, and it's got the similar like layout to a book that you've heard of called De Vermis Mysterious.
Oh.
But this is in Latin, so like if you can't, but you're flipping through and you see some of the photos, and it's like some of the drawings in there, and they match up with what you know of from the De Vermitas Mysterious.
And I'm going to close it as quickly as I can.
Probably a smart
if I
idea.
Make that
Yeah.
connection.
But it looks like it's been torn in half by hand, and certain pages have been burned.
Torn. Okay, so
Like
how a strongman does
like
a
strongman
phone
Jesus shit. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
Somebody doesn't like Latin.
But
Don't like the classics.
Faith rage.
and there is a handwritten note on the back cover that reads 9920.2 2998 9212.333.
That sounds like longitude and latitude.
This is it.
That's what it says. This is it.
This is it.
That's the
So whenever I ask you, it's it, then you respond with that number.
Oh, God damn it, Chris. Fuck you. And it's as easy as that, isn't it? And it's
What?
as easy as that.
wait, is that like you lost the game or something? Like, what are we talking about?
No, you've heard that song.
no.
And this is
It's it. What is it?
Nope, no idea.
No.
You've absolutely heard it. It's fucking
okay,
Faith
yeah.
No More. You've 100%
definitely
fucking heard it.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe, but I don't recognize
It's
it.
one of those things where sometimes you can't hear.
You want it out, but you can't have it.
We're sorry, Chris.
Jesus,
We
you
disappointed.
guys never fucking heard this song.
Do you think we'd ever get... I mean, nobody listens to this shit at all. We'll just play it at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Sure.
You played Rock Band, right? It's in Rock Band.
Could be.
Yeah.
I'm just-
I have played some Rock Band, but so is this 2 numbers or
That's just that's a handwritten note on there.
well, I
It's
mean,
just-
like the string
nope,
of numbers.
It's just a string of numbers, and it's just this is.
Was
it.
there any spaces, or was that just one string with some period? You said there's some dots.
There's
in
a
there.
dot. Yeah.
Okay,
There's
so
some
there's
dots. Like it's 9920.2.
Right.
29989212.333.
Okay. So
This
it's all
is it.
one string. Okay.
I'm going to say longitude and latitude. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like yeah.
We'll discern it somehow. I
I
don't know.
figured it out.
There's logic.
Jake, thank you for getting that. By the way, I appreciate
Yeah,
it. Whether you hated it or not, I'm glad that you got it. So there were so many times when during Misha's game where I wanted to do that stuff. And I didn't, because I didn't want to interrupt what she was doing.
Yeah.
But since I'm talking now, I'm going to fucking do it.
Interrupt yourself.
Exactly. I'll be an asshole to me. Okay, so that's what you guys find in this green box. And this probably takes you guys probably an hour to go through I'm thinking the drive there to find a place to park to get into this thing. It's probably been a whole hour. So it's about 10 o'clock now as you go through all this.
Although for this book, I asked like, do I notice that Zeppelin kind of observed something about this, like some kind of insight? Like, I'm like, what is that?
He would probably just... I mean, do you ask him about it?
Mm-hmm. Like you picked it up and started looking through it. I'm like,
And then he would close it pretty quickly and put it back down. But he would... I'm not positive. I don't read Latin. I've seen books similar to this, and I would prefer not to dig in.
fair.
Logical.
Is there anything useful in this place?
Yeah, I mean, guns.
Guns,
but-
money.
Yeah.
I suppose maybe we could use the money.
The dais is pretty sweet. A teakwood box is real nice.
Yeah,
looking.
so
It looks a little... I would trust that the spray painting. No, thank you.
would we get the vibe that we shouldn't touch the dais and the box, or just the dais?
It's just this on spray painted on the stone is do not touch. So you would
Thanks,
probably
Chris.
assume it's the whole thing, but you feel free.
That is
Because
what
I
my
wanna touch
assumption.
the
That is
math.
what Macklin's assumption is.
I'm not gonna.
Do Delta Green have archives like to where they can learn about past missions, or is that like not at all a thing?
Yeah, you might be able to.
Okay,
You have that number to call, so you could call them and ask.
I don't want to cheese it, but can I try to do an anthropology roll on just the teakwood box?
Sure, go for it.
Be like, what sort of area of the world could it be from? Yeah. Or like...
Wherever teak grows.
Yeah.
We'll just say that, like, I read the archives, and I'm like, there's this one agent called Drano, touched some gold. Some Nazi gold. Didn't work out great for him.
Well, that would be in the future, so...
Oh, was that in the future? Okay, never mind. Whoa, how do I know that?
I don't, yeah, so...
It's timey-wimey.
What'd you roll?
I failed. 76 over 70.
Yeah. You don't know.
Yep.
So there's nothing else in the green box?
Nope, that's all that's here.
I think at this point, Agent Sparrow would take the green box number and then dial it. And do the code thing, the 6644 thing.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I should say there is a pool table as well.
Oh.
I did forget that. A smashed Wurlitzer jukebox.
What?
Like a standard jukebox. Yeah. A large pile of antiquated ski equipment. I'm going to get that word right, and I did. And a large wooden pallet covered in a tarp. And that's where you find all the stuff is underneath that tarp. So
all this stuff is in the guns?
The guns, the dais, everything like that is underneath that tarp. So that's my bad.
Sure.
So that's almost like a ski lodge that went bad.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
You call that number.
I do.
Beep,
You're on speaker?
Beep, boop.
Sure, I put.
Beep, boop, boop.
I got questions.
That's you dialing the number.
Yeah.
And the telephone number you call goes to an automated message.
I put in the code.
And it's just like, hello, thank you for calling VacuCare. If you have any questions or whatnot, please call back at our business hours of blah, 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 blah. If you know the number of your extension for your party, please enter it now. That's when you type in that code.
I do.
And there's 2 short rings. Just bring, bring. And then you hear a female voice on the other end. Go.
Oh, I like that. I like it. I would just be like, this is Agent Sparrow on the Delta Green mission for in Brooklyn. We were told that this was Blister 2.
Tell her it's Blister 2.
Blister. I was getting there. Okay, Blister 2.
Ask her about Blister 1.
I was going to fucking ask her about Blister 1. Thank you, guys. We have some questions about our current mission that we couldn't be. Weren't able to ask our current handler. Would you be able to answer those at this time?
What are they?
First, what is our handler's name?
Don't know. Next.
What happened to Blister 1?
Don't know. Have to look into it.
Do you know when Blister 1 was deployed?
Don't know. Have to look into it.
Will you be able to get the information back to us?
Don't know. Have to look into it.
Gosh, am I forgetting questions here?
Well, I mean, ask her about like any information that wasn't already given.
Is all the information given from the reports that we were received?
I don't know. I don't know what information you were given in your reports.
3 missing children.
Does this have anything to do with the pizza restaurant?
Yes. She's like, she kind of pauses. She's like, call back tomorrow, 10 a.m. I'll have something for you, hopefully. And she hangs up.
All right. Call back 10 a.m.
All right. I like it. She's to the point. Like it.
Well, we probably woke her up like West.
Yeah.
Did we? What time is it?
It's like, well, people are like, she might be in a different time zone. I don't know.
You never know. So, okay. So yeah, it's like, it's probably, we're still pushing 11 o'clock now-ish, maybe 10:30, if you call this number. So what do you guys want to do? Find a place to sleep?
Yeah. Reasonable accommodations.
I'll go sleep back at home.
Are you from this area?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he lives in Brooklyn. I think... I'll come up with exactly where he lives, but he lives in New York.
Okay.
In a dingy little ferret-smelling apartment.
You gonna invite any of them to stay with you, or?
I don't have enough room for that.
Yeah, I think we'd probably get like a motel.
Okay.
Yeah, where do you guys want to meet tomorrow? You want me to come find you? What are you thinking? You guys all from around here?
How about Burger King?
Burger King.
Done.
It's our new...
Yep.
It's gonna be our new Perkins.
Yeah.
Agent Sparrow will
Good old
definitely...
BK.
Agent Sparrow will definitely call like right at 10. She's very punctual, so like,
Okay.
she'll call whether you guys are there or not. And she'll make that clear too.
Sounds
So
good.
if you want to meet up at 9 or something to be on the call, then fine.
I'm just gonna look. I prefer Wendy's. Is there a Wendy's around here? And I just start looking.
Oh yeah, there's the Wendy's, definitely.
Yeah.
Wendy's is superior.
Well, I mean, let's do Wendy's. Let's have some self-respect here, guys.
Fresh, never frozen.
So we're at Wendy's,
Great.
Well, yeah. So we go to bed.
7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
7:30
I have
a.m.
a baked potato and a chili.
It's 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
With a coffee.
Start on your day with some real
Then
carbs.
he just destroys that bathroom.
Yeah, I just annihilate that thing. Worse than the green box. There's shit everywhere.
And he doesn't even clean it up. He just walks out.
Exactly.
What they get paid to do.
Yeah, exactly.
He like hits both of the door sides, like the door frame with both shoulders.
He has to turn to the side. To,
And before I walk through it, I try to like open the doorway as if like instead of trying to like get through, I just like and I just kind of just try to.
You hear wood crack.
Yeah, I try to widen it a little bit.
with your pure, just like force of will.
Yeah,
Your presence.
Yeah,
Respect.
it's my natural knee jerk reaction to a problem. It's to overpower it rather than.
So
yeah.
you guys meet up 7:30 the next day, and yeah, what's your guys' plan now? You know where the Garrettson mansion is. You know you have the addresses of these three families. You can definitely go talk with them.
Yeah, I think I need to talk to the families. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm thinking the angle of we're just looking into child disappearances. FBI agents. That sound good?
Yeah. I mean, should we divide and conquer? Going to each place, because there's 3 places that we should probably ask. I have FBI.
Yeah. Do you think we should we go oldest to newest or newest to oldest?
I think fresher information probably come from the newest. I think we should go with that order. I already have identification with the FBI, so I don't know about you guys. What you have?
I could have provided badges.
Badges.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, it's already been how many days since these disappearances? I mean, it's been
the 25th now, so it's been
like
3 weeks.
couple of weeks.
Or-
21 days since the last
Yeah.
appearance.
Also, like statistically, I don't see a reason why we would split up. There's not a lot of huge hurry here. I mean, it's been that long. I don't think there's.
I feel like any information that the parents would have, they've probably given already.
Yeah, like let's just stay together for now. That's my opinion.
I also want to go down in those tubes, the drainage tube.
The sewers.
Yeah,
or
that
the
we can-
sandpipes. Or they're-
The one that we can fit in.
I don't think you're fitting in any of them.
Drainage pipe. What was the first one that you told us about?
The
Not
one
the
that-
one that led off to 9 individuals.
There's one that was like an entrance at the end of a pier that you could go through.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
you can go there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yep.
So what was that like? Where some children's clothes just
Yes.
appeared? Okay.
And you believe that they believe they were tied to Franklin.
Right.
But yeah.
Fun fact: Tyler, the player, was also in Brooklyn on this day.
I
In
would
real history, later in the afternoon, headed out to Forest Hills Park Stadium to see Greta Van Fleet,
I'm sorry.
just northeast of Brooklyn. A
Yeah.
little bit. Don't be sorry; it was a really good show.
I don't believe that.
Well,
If I wanted to listen to shitty Zeppelin, then I'd listen to Greta Van
Then
Fleet.
I'd listen to Led Zeppelin. Oh.
So, all right, who are we going to first? We got the Stouches, the Strouches, the Elders, or the Cohens.
well, I think we should do. I mean, Sparrow had a good idea here. The most recent, probably the most useful. That's going to be the Cohens.
Yeah. So we see you guys. I'll show you on a map here.
Visuals.
I did not print it out, so I'll print it out for next time.
Oh, there's one DM that I knew of that had a lot of printouts. So,
Yeah, well, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on you guys because you're not worth it. So,
all right.
yeah, you guys are heading down here to the Strouch abduction.
Do we see Spider-Man?
You do not.
Oh.
Maybe as our Patreon increases, we'll get more handouts.
No, I meant to. There was a map, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, that's just the GM map. I'm not going to give that to him." And then I forgot to scroll up and see where the player map was because I was going to print it out, but then
I guess that'd be a dope Patreon reward. Is like actually getting the materials that we use for our campaign later.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of neat, actually.
yeah, no, I fully intend to print this out. So, cool. So you guys head to the house.
So-
It is on.
So
what are you gonna say?
as we're going, I kind of want to like be looking back through the facts we have. Okay, so mother was just in the kitchen, looked
Yes.
out back.
Elizabeth Cohen is her name.
Elizabeth Cohen. She looked out
25
back.
years old, white female.
The kid was playing.
Yep.
She turned around, looked back. Kid was gone.
Yep.
And there's a uncovered sunken standpipe in the backyard. Why is there? I mean, because a standpipe is like the.
But what is that?
It's like the pipes you see that like firefighters hook into.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like, why is that in the backyard?
It's Brooklyn.
You mean like a fire hydrant? Or-
No.
No, it's more like I think the ones you'd see like in a building,
Oh,
like the
Yeah.
big pipes that'll be like
Interesting.
next to a wall. But it's basically for firefighters to like hook into most of the time. So
I
like,
always
why
thought
is
those
it
were on
just?
the street?
Yeah, why is it sunken in the backyard?
You know.
I mean, can we look up maybe the history of the This house, maybe we should just talk to the lady. Maybe she has an answer. Well, I don't know. It seems a little weird. Just randomly uncovered as soon as the kid disappears.
Yeah, I mean, it was 75 pounds, too. Like, so no baby, no 2-year-olds would be less 75 pounds.
Yeah, and it moved.
Not even like baby Hercules could do that.
Wasn't it like pretty wide? Like one of the entrance, like not wide for an adult, but like wide enough.
It was 22 inches.
Yeah.
So like they could look down there with a camera, like they can get like a flashlight down there, but you couldn't. Like, no one's gonna fit down there.
Definitely. I mean,
suspect.
Pretty.
A 2-year-old probably fit through in there. You know, like it's
that's what I was.
Yeah, the little babies ain't that big.
You could find like a snake camera or something.
Yeah,
some kind of.
So you guys arrive.
So are we saying that the local PD did not do that? They did not run a camera down the pipe?
Not that you saw. They searched it, and they couldn't. They got as far as they could. The search of the sewer's access revealed nothing except for 9 small sewer leads, which police could not access. So they probably looked down there with like a flashlight. Maybe they got a camera, and they went as far as they could and couldn't see.
Well, I would say because each one of these accounts has some sort of small out. We should probably stop and get some sort of like snake camera of some kind if we're going to investigate some of these.
Sure, you can stop at a Home Depot
see
or
what
something.
kind of resources we got.
Ace Hardware. If Ace Hardware,
I'd rather take a look myself rather than just be like, I wonder what's down there with a cell phone flashlight.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. So I'm fine saying you guys can stop at a. You guys just got 125K richer. So
that's
if you're gonna take that money.
Another way we could do this, well, and in parallel, is like try to find the records for like the pipe system to find out where those pipes go.
Yeah, city.
Yep, you absolutely could. So you guys arrive. Let's say she lives in. Where does she live at? She's in the Carroll Gardens neighborhood of Brooklyn. So we'll say you guys are in Brooklyn. We'll say it maybe takes 20 minutes to get there. And you approach, knock on the door, I'm assuming.
Or which one's this? Sorry.
I mean, we're polite
Elizabeth
society.
Cohen.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
A little bit of time. She comes and answers the door. It's early, so she answers it. She's got, like a sweatshirt on. She has like a cup of coffee. She's kind of staring at you guys. She's like, what? Yeah, what? How can I help you?
Anyone want to do the talking, or should I do the female?
Good morning, ma'am.
Empathy.
Good morning, ma'am. We're from the FBI. We're investigating child disappearances, and I'm sorry, but I understand your daughter recently went missing.
Yeah, it's been 21 days since. Do you have any update? Did you find anything? Please tell me you found something. You're here to tell me that you found her, right?
Unfortunately, not, ma'am. We are just doing a little extra checkup. Investigations, interviews.
You see, she kind of like she's trying to hold together. She's just kind of like, okay,
we're doing everything we can, ma'am. If you don't mind, could you maybe? I know this is going to be a little traumatic, maybe, but maybe just give me a quick rundown of what happened that day.
Yeah. I was, in the kitchen, washing dishes, not ditches again.
Dragula, I got it.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we had to get that Dragula.
It's an accent, Brooklyn accent.
I don't want to do Brooklyn accents because I feel like I would just do too much.
Yeah,
like I'd just be like, "Now forget about her."
I'm walking here.
Go straight into Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
he's Boston.
Oh, I never know the difference. It's all the same to me.
Whoa, now.
I said it.
Whoa.
Bet.
Yeah, she's like, I was. It was about 2:30. Probably about 2:25ish, that range. I was washing my dishes here, and Sandra was out in the backyard playing. I mean, you could look out there; it's fenced in. There's no way she could have gotten over those. She's 2, like she can't get over those fences.
I mean, I'm sure she plays in the backyard all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I looked up, and she wasn't there. I ran into the backyard, started looking for her, called the police. That's when I noticed that the standpipe was been removed. I was calling down her name. I was looking around there, trying to figure out what happened. And then, yeah, I don't know. The police came, and I was trying to get them to find my kid. They weren't listening to me. I told them everything. I I hit one of them because I was angry. I know it wasn't the smartest thing, but
What were they not
these
listening
local
about?
cops, I get it.
they kept trying to say that she just wandered down my backyard. I was like, there's no how would she get in there? She can't open the fence. She's 2. Like, she's just crawling. Like, she's just learning to walk. There's no reason why she would just up and learn to suddenly open a fence and get out of here. Like, that's not...
Agent Sparrow would probably be like, "Ma'am, would you mind if we took a look in the back? We have some equipment. We would like to just take a look down the standpipe, see if there's any evidence that have been missed. Take a look around the fence."
Sure, yeah. Go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some coffee. And she kind of like walks into the house.
Ma'am, real quick, before you leave, can you actually inform us what did the local PD investigate if they were so quick to brush off your suspicions?
They seem to think that she fell down the standpipe, that she fell down the hole and crawled somewhere, or that my child's father came and took her in the minute and a half that I was down there looking dishes to look up. He somehow hopped over that fence and grabbed him and took him away, and he has no idea what's going on. I've talked with him, trying to...
And his whereabouts were...
I don't know. He's, let's just say he and the police don't really get along right now, so I've talked with him, but I don't feel comfortable telling you where he's at.
That's fair.
That's understandable.
If you change your mind, let us know. But if you
he
don't
wouldn't
mind,
do
we
this.
take
He wouldn't
take a look around the
Sandra.
backyard.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's not... No. Feel free. You can look around all you want. And you guys, it's like I said, it's a small backyard. Green grass.
Can I also
pretty well cut?
Can I also human on her to see if maybe I get the feeling she's leaving something out?
Yeah. What's your human score?
My human's 40.
Yeah, give me a roll on that. That's a terrible score.
Well, I failed. No, wait, actually, no, I didn't. I passed. I read those backwards. It's 15, not 51.
Nice.
So, yeah, she seems to be telling you the truth.
Okay.
There's nothing about, like, she seems like she's depressed. She's not in the right mindset right now.
Of course.
Obviously, her daughter's missing, so she's not feeling too good on that front.
I just wanted to get the feel, is she holding something back? But no. Okay.
I mean, she's not telling you where her, you definitely know that she's not telling you where the boyfriend
Baby
is,
daddy,
but.
Yeah, I think that's definitely...
Or the baby daddy,
lead.
but.
We need to figure it out. Just like, I don't know. We just need to talk to him.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you guys walk around this backyard. Like, what you got?
Did we get a name for the boyfriend? Or
It's Emil.
Okay. Emil?
Emil Cohen. The second time Emil's been used.
So are they married if they have the same last name?
They were married.
Oh, okay.
So he's the divorced BD?
Yes. So. And if you asked her about it, she would tell you, like, he went to jail for a little bit. So they divorced.
For what?
Child kidnapping.
Yeah.
Wait,
just
she kept the last name?
some
after
drug
the divorce?
stuff. So they got divorced, and she
She kept it, huh?
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Doesn't like
It's
her
a
family.
lot of trouble to go and get your name changed again.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you guys walk around this backyard. There isn't a whole lot. It's there's some child's play toys, like some blocks. There's like one of those little things that you put the kid on and push him around with the handle on the back.
Is it worth our time to roll a search?
If you want to, go for it.
Fail.
9 under 60.
That's really good.
Yeah.
7 under 20.
That's good too.
I failed.
Okay. Yeah, you guys search this backyard and nothing really stands out to you. It looks like the standpipe has been dragged back into place.
Sure.
So like there's like the grass. There's a little bit more muddy around that than there is. And so you are, as you're kind of looking through this backyard, and maybe you you nothing really sticks out to you guys, but you see the standpipe definitely been moved, slid back into place, so the area around it's a little bit more muddy and like kind of matted down. But you guys pull that.
Yeah, I want to pull this up because
Sure.
I'm really confused. Like, does it look like it was just freestanding, sitting here always to begin with, and it was just like the cover or whatever was taken off, or the pipe was moved?
It looks. I mean, the pipe's in the ground, so the pipe can't move.
Well, and like what? Like, was it like a top part?
Yeah,
of
there's like a top that sits on top of it. So you take the top off, and you guys fish this camera down in there. And I will say, with your 2 searches, as you're kind of scanning through there, and maybe this is something, it sticks in your guys' head. You see tiny little animal prints in mud in the sewer, like are kind of like caked in there, like look pretty old. Like no
raccoons?
water. Yes, you would say like maybe like a large raccoon or like a small raccoon or like a large rat.
Dude, are raccoons kidnapping these babies and then taking them into the sewers to raise themselves?
I mean, they got little bandit masks. I mean, they're bandits.
Wait, so were the prints on the outside ground or in the
It's
pipe?
inside in the pipe.
Okay.
I mean, there's no water flowing through here or anything like that.
Right.
So you can see there's like dried up
So like all
animal.
like along the side kind of thing?
Yeah, like you see like kind of on the sides, like there's just like the faintest of dust, and you can see like there's some sort of animal print there.
That's a little weird.
What to heck?
I look at a sparrow. Can we identify these prints? Did you say what they were? Do we know?
It looks like a small like raccoon or a large like rat. So
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to tell because it's been like 21 days since this has been here. So like
Yeah.
probably some of the dust is probably flaked off of it.
It-
But you definitely see smaller animal prints, like
Agent-
one or two of them in there.
Agent Sparrow takes like a photo of one, or it can do we see it like from the opening, or do we have to get the
Most
camera?
it's with the camera. Most of those cameras have a photo option on that. So like I know the one I have has you hit a button, it takes a photo,
Right.
so you can take a photo of
Yeah, I'm
those.
gonna take a photo so I can.
Now it's on an SD card, so now you have to take the SD card out and put it in something else to take them off of there. I want you to remember that you don't have them readily available.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Cool. Sounds good.
We don't have like a tech guy, do? Oh, you have 16 computer science.
Yeah, I do.
What is your?
Anybody know to take an SD card out and plug it in? I'm just saying, like,
I'm just
to,
thinking-
to access the photos, just know they're like
Yeah.
on an SD card, so it's not like
I mean,
you
I've
can't pull
probably
up
got
the
a
camera
laptop
and like
with
do
me.
it.
I'm just thinking, someone who has a laptop and a card reader.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just
I-
saying, you guys could do it later. Just
I'm thinking it's part of like my ongoing weird podcast thing. I'm always ready to record somebody.
Podcast. That's right. Yeah.
Always ready. And Agent Sparrow will not miss the 10 o'clock deadline to call back.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably all together, like talking with her, sitting down, going through all this evidence. You guys got here about 8-ish.
Okay.
So it's probably 9 now. This whole thing took an hour to kind of go through,
Sure.
be thorough, talk with her.
So we did get the snake camera, or
Yeah,
we
okay,
did.
we did. Okay, so
Yeah.
so we go as deep as we can with that thing, and like,
Yeah, and you just eventually you hit the same thing they do. It basically kind of like splits off in 9 directions, and there's real no way to like get through that because they only have a certain amount of
These
feet.
prints go in any one direction.
No, you only catch like a couple of them on the walls.
Gotcha.
It's very like Dairy Maine going on.
So we just go as far as we can in any one of the leads and take
Yeah,
pictures.
just eventually they kind of empty out into the big sewer and can't really see anything.
What day of the week is it?
It is
Saturday.
Saturday.
Shit. Monday, we might want to go to some sort of like local, like city hall, municipal building to
Yeah.
try to see if we can get access to like the diagrams of where these pipes go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
So okay, yep.
So
So
there don't seem to be much here. I don't know what to tell. the
do you
lady.
guys bring up the like animal footprints or anything to her?
No, I wouldn't.
Any potential new evidence, I probably would not tell the
Gotcha.
parents.
I just want to check with that.
I
so.
just want to tell her, like, thank her for her time. Like, ma'am, thank you for going over this with us again. We just want to make sure we didn't miss anything that maybe the cops had missed.
Yeah.
But rest assured, we're doing everything we can to find your daughter.
I would leave her my
appreciate it. Thank you.
number in case she finds anything new,
Okay.
and then she has a way to contact us again.
Sure.
I'll leave her my number in case she's lonely.
I guess.
Ooh, nice.
I guess like
You know she's single.
25-year-old mom? Well, I mean, sorry.
Former.
Former wife.
She's not. Yeah.
Damn.
I think
Is it not worth it to just like maybe she knows about like critters she's seen? Is it not worth mentioning the animals? To
Yeah.
her?
Have you seen any giant?
Like some kind of
Are you
mice
having a
or
pest
You seen
problem?
any big rats
Yeah, I
lately?
think that's a good idea, but I want to make a
Pest problem.
Princess Bride joke with those giant rats.
Oh yeah, rats of unusual size.
Yeah.
ROUSs.
Yeah. But I do think we should ask if there's like a raccoon problem or a rodent problem.
Sure.
Or,
Yeah, I'd run.
if you brought that up to her, she'd be like, no, I mean, there are raccoons in the neighborhood, obviously, and I haven't seen a whole ton of rats, but I know.
It's Brooklyn. They're here.
Yeah, I mean, everything's here. She's like, I do. It looked like there were some prints in the mud, but I just wasn't sure if like that was after or whatnot. I remember going out the next day, kind of looking around, and I noticed there was some dry, like in the mud. There was like looked like a small animal print, but I didn't really know what to make of it. I thought maybe just it came that night and was looking around for food that my daughter left out or something.
Yeah, probably.
But nothing crazy.
I mean, do we see those prints in the mud?
No.
Okay.
No.
Probably
Everything's
washed away
like
by now.
all that and like footprints and
Yeah. Okay.
So
And did we ask her like to confirm if she's never opened this? She's never had a reason to open this.
nope. She would tell you. I mean, it's 75 pounds. She can't lift. Like that's a lot to
That's
lift.
a lot to lift.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's just a weak woman. Can't lift 75 pounds. No.
I can't do that. So
No, she's always kept it closed. So, like she was never quite. I don't think anybody would like actively open that shit. So she just kind of kept it closed because she didn't want to like mess with it and maybe weaken it so her daughter would fall into it. Like so.
And what is this outdoor pier? Is this like a common area? Like it's her backyard.
It's her backyard. Yeah, it's just like a street, like just a normal street.
Yeah.
Oh,
and this is like a house. It's not like
it's a house.
Apartment. Okay.
No.
Okay.
like Spider-Man.
She doesn't have any cameras? Does she have any like Nest cameras or anything?
No, she does not.
And I think before we leave, Angus would be like, "No, ma'am, all of us, we fully believe that Emil has nothing to do with this crime. The local PD, it sounds like, they do have him on their radar as far as a person of interest. In order for us to clear his name, we will need to speak with him. So can I please roll a persuade?
Yeah.
To try to get a phone number or like an address?
I got a 70 persuade if that helps.
No, he's the one rolling, not you.
Yeah, I only got a 40.
You should have said something.
Shut up.
Dingleberry?
11.
That's a crit.
11 under 40.
She gives you his number and her number for later.
And her social security number.
And her social security
Yeah.
number. Misha said it. That means it's real.
As co-DM of this camp of the show.
Perfect.
Yeah, so
yeah.
she'll give you, she's like, that's fine. And she kind of writes down this number, gives it to you, and
And winks.
Cool.
Wink.
but we're not an item right now, just so you know.
And it goes right over his head because he gets that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the mustache.
Oh, yeah, the
I
mustache.
get confused about the mustache too.
yeah.
Because he's a anthropology professor at like a local like community college.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like nothing crazy. So he's just like, I don't even see it.
She's young enough to be a student there.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. He's like, I don't
Yeah.
even see it. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
want Emil's number.
Your Spider-Man comment, it makes me laugh because there was recently, there's a pitcher who signed with the Cubs who came from Japan, and they were interviewing him about like his first time in New York, and he was like talking about being in the hotel he was in, and he's like, I looked out the window and I saw everything. It's like, this is what Spider-Man must see. I like that.
Sick. That is so fucking awesome.
Amazing.
That's so sick.
Every time you say it, I just picture that picture.
I love that.
Like standing at the
That's
bench, like,
so funny.
it's so good.
I love it.
So
So I look at everyone. I'm like, did we we didn't search like the fence perimeter yet? Have we?
no,
Like,
but if you
thoroughly?
walk the perimeter, it's just
I'd be like,
yeah.
hey, let's walk the perimeter. Let's look for any signs of breaking in from the fence or jumping over
Nope,
the fence.
you don't see any-
weak points.
any footprints. I mean, it's not like the best built fence, so
Is there what kind of fence is it? Wood?
but it's
metal?
like a white picket fence, probably like
Okay.
3.5 feet tall.
Oh, so you could just walk over it.
I mean, a 2-year-old couldn't, but yeah, like
But like an abductor.
an adult.
Abductor.
yeah. So that's
kinda
why
what
they kind of thought he could have like easily hopped over
okay.
it. But there's no disturbance on any sides. Like
It's Christopher Lloyd from Dennis the Menace.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a porch area where there's like under a porch area?
no, there's
from
no
the back?
stoop.
Can we, if we ask the neighbors, it'd be weird for like cameras to be on the other side of the neighbors.
They might
could
have
be,
some.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We can. I mean, I might want to do that just to cover our bases. Just to be like, do you have any
Sure.
cameras in the back? Because then on both sides we can have it covered.
Nah, none of the neighbors have cameras.
That's
as you talk
weird.
to
This is
them.
Brooklyn.
Yeah. What shares on the back? Is it just like a street or is it like another neighbor on the back? Of,
I'm fine saying
Or
it's like
alleyway?
probably like an alleyway.
okay.
So
Okay.
that was kind of my thoughts, like one of those little tiny little roads back there. So
Yeah, that small fence means it's pretty easy.
Spider-Man.
All right.
you guys are getting to the bottom of it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Spider-Man did it.
Spider-Man did it.
Oh,
All right, so that's so I would say again, it's probably like 9:00 now. And it's going to be a longer drive to get to the other two.
Mm-hmm.
They are so let me see if I can zoom out here. No, that's the opposite of zooming out. So you guys are down here where it says Strouch Abduction. The other two are way up north, so it's going to take you guys probably a good chunk of like probably 45 minutes to get up there.
Yeah.
Just enough time.
So if you want to drive to one and then call on the other information, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, it's probably better to collect our questions first, and then
Yeah.
Maybe that westernmost one.
Okay, so that would be the Cohen.
I thought we
just
were
at
just.
the-
Oh, sorry, you guys were already there. You're right. I thought Strouch. So, so you guys could probably make it pretty easily over to the Elders abduction.
Elders abduction. Okay, that one was last month. That's
Yeah.
in April. This one, the kid disappeared at the Atlantic Avenue Street Market.
Yes, in the Boerum Hills neighborhood.
This
At 4:39.
This seems like a classic, more of like a normal abduction case of like, could have just been someone picked him up and walked away.
Yeah. So we'll say you guys drive over there, and you want to call when you get there before you go in. Are you going to call about this place? About the old mission?
Well, she will wait exactly till 10. Like, she's a very punctual, follow the book rules. She was the things that she was allotted is call back at 10, and she will call back at 10.
Okay, cool.
10.
So, you guys get to the father's residence. Have a little talkie with, you go up to his apartment. I believe it is on the first. I think they gave me a floor number here. Let me see.
Oh, now no one has anything to say. Hot take on music? Anybody? Now's your chance.
Oh, I'm gonna delete all the silence out anyways. Yeah, so you guys find his his apartment. Knock on the door. A African American man, looks like 29, 30 years old, answers the door. Kind of looks at you all. He's like, can I help you all?
And this is the
Father. The father's name was
Devin
Devin
Elders.
Elders.
Devin Elders.
Elders. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Probably just flip
kid
the
disappeared on a Friday.
Friday. Okay.
I was just saying maybe we could go check out this street market, but it's wrong day of the week for that.
Yeah, you don't know what would be set
We
up
should've-
there.
we
still be
should've done
worth
it, yes.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even if it's not active, I think it's just at least going to the land.
Get a
portion.
good eye
Yeah.
on it. But anyways, talk to this Devin fella.
Yeah.
Who wants? We would discuss them wherever. Who wants to take the lead on this one?
I'll take
Not
the
me.
lead.
My default, just by the way, is like I'm actually just for you, Chris. Like I'm pretty like actively just being alert. That's kind of just my thing. Like
Okay.
I let others talk, and I'm always just kind of like scanning the perimeter and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your alertness?
60.
Okay, cool. So he's just kind of staring at you guys. Sees four people at his doors. Like, can I help you guys with something?
Hello, Mr. Elders, and I would flash like in the FBI badge.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Elders. My name is Agent Zeppelin with the FBI. We were just here following up on some details regarding your son's disappearance.
You guys have information on him?
No, we've actually been called in because the locals kind of running, asking for a little bit of help. So we were just gathering some information, maybe see if they missed anything. Can you walk us through what happened that day?
Yeah. I was. Me and Franklin were at the. We went to the street market down there on Atlantic Avenue. We were, letting him run around. He's just learning to walk, so trying to give him a space, let him do his thing. I was eating some pizza, and he went behind one of the food tents that wasn't occupied. There was no one in it, and he didn't come out. And I went over there, went to look for him. He wasn't there. Lifted up, went into the tent, didn't see him. Called the police. They thought I had something to do with it to begin with, but obviously, that you see in the report, there were 2 cameras that showed I had nothing to do with it. Plus, numerous people there talking with them, saying I was just sitting there eating my pizza. My son disappeared.
So he just said that there was like footage of him going in but not coming out.
Yes, there's footage of Franklin walking behind a tent, and then nothing.
So, like, is there like an exact address of where that tent was? And
In the street market.
So we might want to look behind that tent and see if there's like a sewer opening or something like that.
Yeah,
good idea.
Yeah.
We'll check out the street after we talk to Devin.
There's a report of him going behind the tent or in the tent, so I'm like making sure. Like, was the camera just positioned in a way where they lost track of him? But like, it's
so like you see him playing, you see the dad eating pizza, and then you wouldn't know because you don't have the camera, but like the cameras from everything that you've heard of these cameras is that they have footage of the kid going behind the tent, and then he never comes out the other side or anything.
And I guess we can even just ask him, like, can he recall any sort of sewers or drainage pipes or anything around?
It's like, I mean, I know the cops have mentioned that he might have fallen in a drainage pipe or something like. I don't know. I know that they got a hold of me and told me that they found some of his clothing. It was been on the 10th.
Oh, is this the clothes that were found at the pier?
They believe from the evidence they found his clothes there, and they were. You see him kind of like trying to fight back tears, like they were ripped up, and there was looks like animal bites or scratches on him. There's no blood though, so I don't know. But they found his shirt there. They're wondering. They seem to think that he fell down a sewer catch basin and drowned, but I don't know. I just there is definitely there was something in the area. I remember that. I remember seeing something there, but he couldn't have fit into that. I mean, there's no way. I don't know. I can't explain it.
I just I'm still scanning the horizon, but like I just speak up like, the clothes on the pier. Is that April 10th? So 5 days after the report?
Yeah, they found his shirt. It was torn up. It's about a kilometer away, the pier entrance down there. It's on Brooklyn Pier. There's a big drainage pipe where they found it. I think it was like pipe 2 or 3, one of those ones. I don't remember. They said there's still an active investigation going on, so they're still working on things. They're not sharing all the details with me, which is frustrating, if I could be honest with y'all. But
that's understandable. Sorry to.
So are you here for that? I'm assuming they probably told you seen the video and everything then too, right?
We're just
kind of brought you in.
We're following up on everything. Just kind of quick question. Do you remember the exact food tent that the footage has?
Yeah. I mean, it was a red one. It was unoccupied. I think the week before it was like Gilbert's Tacos or something like that.
Oh, but it wasn't occupied on the day?
There's nothing was in there yet.
Gotcha. And you know exactly which part of the street this one was on? Could you direct me to it?
Yeah.
I don't need you to walk me there, but like, which part of the market was it at?
No, you go middle of the market, right next to Gino's Pizza. You would see a red one. He was right back. I just gotten pizza from Gino's, went to go sit down, was kind of letting him wander around, do his thing. And that's when he went behind there, and we never saw him again. So,
Thank you. Well, I'm sorry, but I want to go check that out. I want to because you have a good point. If there's a sewer grate there,
yeah.
And did he said like, oh, it's whatever, just a drainage pipe 1 or 2 near that pier. Is that enough? Did he give us enough information to like for us to maybe go there, or was he was vague enough where it's like
he doesn't really know? Like the cops didn't tell him, so you'd probably have to find like the official police, like the follow-up police report. You guys just have. I'll say the one they gave you probably has. It was like drainage pipe 2 that you would know.
If it was vague between 2 and 3, then I'm like checking both wouldn't be that big.
Yeah. So. Yeah. You have any other questions for him, or?
No, I mean, I just need to hear the story out of his mouth.
Okay.
What's the deal? Have we heard about the like ex-wife or wife or anything? Like,
he's got a wife. It just, she wasn't there that day.
The boy?
No, he's like, no. I mean, she was working that day. That's why I took him down there to spend some time with him.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we have gotten all the information that we need, sir.
Yeah, no siblings for no sons or daughters outside of
any of the children to lose.
Nope. Yeah. No, he's the only one I have.
I guess that's interesting. I think it might have been
only children.
Only children.
Are they all only children?
Interesting.
That you know so far.
Potentially,
and
so far.
I guess also, I mean, you might not have been told, but do you know maybe the size of the animal, or did they say what kind of animal got a hold of those clothes?
They didn't tell. They just said they were animal bites across them. They didn't tell me what the type of animal they would know.
Interesting.
So,
Oh, wait, sorry, I missed that. Whoa, animal bites on what?
On the clothes that they found.
Oh,
so that's
right,
another
of course.
instance of
Weird small animals.
animals being around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all 3 of them, because the last one had the raccoon
Well,
paw prints in
we
the cat
guess
poop or
raccoons,
something?
but it's
Yeah,
we
they
don't
said
know
it was something
Yeah,
like the size
something
of
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raccoons did it. I knew it. This is easy.
Little King Trashmouth.
Oh, King Trashman.
All right.
So yeah, I think we can probably either go to the market or to the third.
Yeah.
I want
we
to
can
head
go
to the
market.
market.
Yeah.
By now it's probably 10 though, so
Oh yeah, we need to call.
Call that beach.
Papa gonna call.
Okay.
Papa gone.
You call.
Put it on speaker.
Put your number in. You hear the same woman answer.
So pleasant.
Just go. Go.
Well, you did tell me to call back at 10 a.m. This is Agent Sparrow. Is there any new information that you could give us, or should I ask the same questions again?
What's this about?
This is about the Delta Green mission, Blister 2. I was wondering if there's any information you could give us about Blister 1 and when it was deployed.
Yeah, I got it. There was 1961.
What?
Blister 1 happened.
La-ti-da.
Is this regarding the same mission, or did they conclude their mission?
For the last 3 months, 3 children gone missing within 5 kilometers of the mansion, the Garrettson mansion.
Oh, are they within? These places are all
There's an
within.
infant in Winston Terrace neighborhood. There's another one in Borum Hills. And a 2-year-old in Carroll Gardens. And everything lines up with what you guys have.
Oh.
Are they the same freaking? And is there a
You
case
said
number?
you said 1961.
1961.
Is there like a police case number that we can?
Yeah.
No, everything's redacted.
Oh.
Delta Green.
We were called in. Something happened at the mansion. I don't know the full extent of it all. They don't say anything in there. But, yeah. Same thing. I don't know if that's what you guys are investigating as well. The only thing that is different is, well, it wasn't the Garrettson mansion then. It was the Sudam Garrettson mansion.
The what?
The what?
The Sudam Garrettson mansion. SUYDAM.
SUYDAM.
That's all I got. Click.
Okay. Oh, fine.
I wanted
Fine.
it there.
I respect her boundaries.
I swear.
And now back to Trust and Truth with Vincent Pricewright. Carl Yoff here, back from our break to tell you about children going missing on the streets of New York City. I'm not talking about just one child. I'm not talking about 2 childs. I'm not talking about 3 childs. I guess at that point they'd be children. But no, somebody is taking our children off of the streets. And I think you know who it is. We at Trust and Truth here have always preached against this group, and I'm not going to have to name them. I'm not going to give them the good grace of what they don't deserve. But we here at Trust and Truth, we believe in integrity, and we believe in honesty, and most of all, we believe in the truth. And we're going to find the truth, and they're not going to be able to hide once we expose the truth. More after this break.